Hello everyone and welcome to Hero Keeper. Hero Keeper is a real-time strategy fantasy game, and it's a little bit like Majesty, or rather like Majesty 2, another game which I'm currently LPing. So yeah, let's not waste any time and let's dive right into the first campaign beginning, or the first chapter, whatever.
You are finally of age to rule your kingdom, my lord. Since your father's death, I have taken his place as a temporary ruler of this land. And now, it's time for you to take his place. Unfortunately, I was unable to maintain your father's kingdom, and it has been ravaged by bandits, goblins, and even giant serpents. But now that you're in charge, my lord, I believe it is time to take back your father's land and push these vile beasts back to where they can do no further harm to your kingdom.
Yes, you can see even the narrator is back, or at least, well, he's not really back, but we have the same narrator as in Majesty 2 pretty much. So let's start the first mission, which is sort of a tutorial mission. So here's our main castle. If our castle gets destroyed, we lose. And we've got these guard towers here, just like in Majesty 2. Then let's build a shop. Yeah, you can't build your buildings right next to one another because they all have this, I don't want to call it a hitbox, but they have this area around them where you can't really build anything else. Occasionally it's a little bit annoying because that area always seems to be almost the same size no matter what kind of building you actually have. So occasionally you have to fiddle around a little bit to be able to build buildings close to one another. And here I can build these buildings right next to one another. Occasionally it doesn't really seem to work. I'm not quite sure what determines that. So, good. This shop will generate tax that will be taken to the keep. Heroes can also buy potions here. Building more than one will attract thief heroes. Try building a knights guild now. Okay, so this structure here will attract knights. You don't really have to hire heroes here. What you do is you simply build a guild and then you get a hero for it. In case of the Knights Guild, you can upgrade it and then you will get a second knight. And this is the Archer's Guild. The Archer is kind of like a ranger. It's always a male archer. The male archer has range, but he has a weaker defense than the knight. The knight has better defense, but he's not ranged, so depending on what you want to have, you should build a Ranger's Guild or a Knight's Guild. Even though I would recommend just building both because they are both pretty cheap, as you can see.
This item will no doubt aid me.
Some of the more advanced guilds like, whoops, wrong rider, again, like the Necromancer Guild, the Tamer's Guild or the Wizard's Guild are pretty expensive. Let's build a Wizard's Guild nevertheless. And when you build more buildings, you get these houses here. And those provide you with additional income. So this here is, I think, a Shroom Knight. These Shroom Knight are actually surprisingly tough. So if they fight one of your heroes one-on-one, then you are likely to lose. So let's see how this hero here is doing. So this one here won. And is he... Yeah, he's already level 2. It's quite important. So now it's nighttime. So let's build a weapon shop. It sells 3 categories of weapons, and let's also build an inn where my heroes can rest and heal. It looks a little bit like the inn from Final Fantasy 1 in the sense that it has this hospital cross on here. Potion shop is nice, but it's not really a priority, so I'm not going to build one right now. Do I want any more? I could build another Knights Guild, really. You know what? Let's do it. So, don't have any space here due to the houses. Come on. Come on, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't build on top of units, which kind of makes sense, but I wish they would just move out of the way and then you would construct the building automatically. So here we've got the inn for resting heroes. Here we've got weapon shop, so which you can't upgrade, at least not at this point. And here is the Mage Guild. Or the Wizard's Guild. So Wizard is very strong. but has very, very weak defense. So once you have a wizard in melee, he's going to die really quickly, even if he has a higher level. As you can see, all heroes also have these funky names, Merlin the Sage, and often titles. And another similarity to Majesty are those exploration flags or general flags. So we've got Fear flag here. That's good for keeping, that's good for keeping heroes away from, let's say, an enemy castle if they're not strong enough. Or you can have a quest flag. The quest flag, come on.
The structure has finished building.
Here we go. So the quest flag will, if you just place it on Y, well, okay, so money, here we go. So if you just place it on territory, then the hero will get money for exploring the area, and if you place it on a structure, then the hero will get money for destroying said structure. As I've mentioned before, we also have these guard towers. You can upgrade them to orange guard towers, I guess, which maybe are the magical, or they're just made of bricks, I'm not entirely sure. And as you can see on the map, we don't really have all that many features here. We do have these trees, but there aren't really a lot of mountain ranges or anything. So it's kept quite simple, but I think it's pretty charming. I like the art style, it looks very hand-drawn, and while it is simplistic, it doesn't look cheap. So on this map we only have regular enemies like these slimes, and as soon as we slay all of them, we will win. And on other maps you will also face enemy heroes or stronger creatures, and also creature dwellings like these ones here. Well, now it's already gone. And those dwellings will spawn new creatures, so if you don't destroy those, you will be unable to clear out the map. There are also weather effects. I don't think the weather does anything, but maybe it does. I haven't noticed it so far. So here's our Dendel Windwalker, our archer. And I think this knight here is one of our strongest. Yeah, he's second level. I thought there was one that was third level.
Victory will be ours.
Yeah, ultimately it doesn't really matter. Yeah, heroes will eventually explore the entire map on their own, so if you don't do anything, then they will still explore the map eventually, which is nice because flags are kind of important because you don't really get money all that quickly in this game. Here I have a good amount of gold now because none of my structures was destroyed, but in later missions you will be short on money. So, and as in Majesty 2, if you build a second version of a building, it will be more expensive. For example, this would be my third guard tower, and that one costs 1,250 gold. The first one only cost 500 gold, so this prevents you from simply gathering a little bit of gold or using your initial, let's say 1,000 gold pieces, or maybe not 1,000, 5,000 gold pieces to simply spam something like 10 guard towers and be invincible. And here we go. So we've killed all the monsters and we can finish the mission. And now we've got unlocked the second mission. So this version which I'm playing now is the free version. I will leave well, it's not, well, it is free, you can get it for free, but it's pay if you want, so, and pay what you want. So if you want to support the developer, you can pay money for it. There's also a version from Desura, which is no longer supported because Desura went bankrupt, or rather its parent company went bankrupt, that has a slightly different looking map. I might show that off later. Anyway, that was the first episode of Hero Keep. I hope you enjoy it, and I will guarantee you that future missions will be more challenging. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Take care and goodbye.